Hey YouTube, welcome back. Today we have this problem called fair candy swap. The problem is it's asked by Bloomberg and Amazon and Uber. The problem goes like Alice and Bob have a different total number of candies. You are given two integer arrays, Alice's size and Bob's size, where Alice's sizes of I is the number of candies in the ith box, and candy and that Alice has, and Bob size of J is the number of candies the jth box of candy that Bob has. Since they are friends, they would like to exchange one candy box each, so that after exchange they both have the same total amount of candy. The total amount of candy a person has in the sum of the number of candies in each box they have. Return an integer array called answer, where answer of 0 is the number of candies in the box that Alice must exchange, and the answer 1 is the number of candies in the box that Bob must exchange. If there are multiple answers, you may return any one of them. It is guaranteed that at least one answer exists. Well, so that was too big description, but it's one of the best descriptions that I have ever read in Leetcode. So basically, in conclusion, we have these two arrays, and we want to make sure that both of them have the same candies, or let's say that both of their nums are equals to each other. So let's just start to think about how we can do this one. So thinking about doing this one is that it's also with math. Like a lot of problems will be with math in the upcoming series. So let's say that, let's take this as an example. Okay, so the answer was one. The answer was this array, and it's pretty obvious. It's easy for us to try to understand. So, but how we know which number should Alice give and which number should Bob give? So basically, we can find something called delta, and this delta will equals the total sum of this of Alice and the total sum of Bob, so plus 4, and we divide all of that by 2, so it will be 6 by 2, it will be 3 1, right? Yep, it will be no, sorry, it's not plus, it's minus, so it will be 1. Sorry for that. So basically, it's if we have this equation that we have right now, it's if we did this equation, that is if Alex gives x value, she expects it to receive anything that will be x plus the delta. So if Alex gives 1, she expects to get 1 plus the delta, which will be plus 1. So she expects to get 2. So do you understand how this math equation works? So I will leave this math equation, because this is actually the key feature to solve this problem, is that whenever Alex gives x, Alex expects to get x plus delta, so to make sure that both of them have the same amount of candy. So how can we do that? First of all, if you can see in this one, we have the sum of Alice and the sum of Bob. So let's just say sum Alice, this will equal 0. Let sum Bob, this will equal 0, and we try to get the sum of both of them. So it will be quite easy to get the sum. I will make for loop. It will be let x of a, sorry, if it's capital A, and it will be sum Alice will we will add x to sum Alice, and B we will add B capital. We will add this. So these two things we are getting the sum of Alice and the sum of Bob. Okay, let's just make me clean this one. So after we're getting the sum, we want to get the delta, the value that we expect whenever Alice sorry, whenever Alice is giving, Alice expects to get this value plus the delta to make sure that both of us have the same value. So I will say let delta will equals sum of Bob minus sum of Alice, sorry, divided by 2. And I will say, okay, so right now we know the delta. We know if Alice gave a specific number, Alice needs this specific number plus the delta to make sure that both boxes have the same amount. But how we can just know the other number? So we can just loop through all of the Bob rates values and just try to compare them with each one of them with Alice, or we can create a hash table. So let's just create a hash table. So let set Bob, and this one will equals new let's create set, I guess, here, of B. Okay, so I'll say that for, and the set is its unique values. So let's say let x of A, sorry, I say let x of A. Okay, so we have a set that has all the values of B, of Bob, and we are looping through Alice. So what are we going to say? That if set Bob that has, okay, so what we are saying that if Alice giving x, Alex expects to get x plus delta. So if Bob that has x plus delta, that means we found our number. So we return x and x plus delta. And if we didn't find anything, we throw error. Throw new error. No solution. And yeah, it worked. So the problem is easy, but it's I know it's quite hard actually to only rely on math problem, because it's a math-based problem. If you don't know this equation, specific equation, basically you will not be able to solve this problem. So in the upcoming videos, most of the problems that I'm trying to solve, it will be math-based problems. It's not like the problems are not having like too crazy math, just basic math. So if you like my content and if you like my solution, that's good. If you didn't like it, I just highly recommend to give me a comment about what specifically you didn't like about my specific solution, so I can improve myself better and better. So that's it for this video, and see you in future problems.